Okay, hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So if you're watching this video, obviously you're here to hear about the books that inspired my art, which is here. If y'all can see, this was like a personal project. This was done in a class, and this was another personal project. It has like gold and stuff. Like, I guess before I took a painting class. And I'll just talk about some of the books that I found inspiration from. So first we'll start off with this book. I haven't necessarily finished it yet. Well, before I start, the majority of my books I do read as audiobooks, but I'm just talking about the physical books that I have. So yeah. So this is one of the books that I have, The Secret Lives to Color. Oh, The Secret Lives of Colors. My bad. Sorry. Y'all can... It's such a cute book. It even has like the colors for whatever color that you're talking about. Like, for example, if I flip to a page, this is purple. Purple, y'all. So basically this book, it kind of gives a background of why that color is what it is and like the history about the color. So I just think it's like very interesting, especially like, for example, Indian yellow and how it's made. They don't really make it the way that they used to because it's low-key kind of animal abuse, but nobody's ready for that conversation. But yeah, I did think this book is very interesting, and you know, you get to learn about the history of the color, how it's made, why the color is named the way it's named. Like, see, you have lead white. Anyway, yeah, good book. Another one. Okay, so as you guys know who have been following me for a while, I am not good at drawing people. So I bought a book to help me with some of the forms and the shapes. And keep in mind, you still have to practice, right? You have to practice drawing. But this kind of made it easier with some of the forms, how I should draw some of like the facial structures, how the knees move, how the shoulders move, stuff like that. I just found this, and it has tons of like examples. This book has tons of examples that I found super helpful. So I'll do like a little close-up of all the stuff they have. So if you were struggling with like how to draw people, and you know, those tutorial videos are not doing you justice, here is a book that I use to help me draw people. And it has all sorts of like body parts. Like, see, like lips. If you're not very good at making lips, if you're not good at making ears, it has that for you. I don't want to spoil the entire book for you, but I just want you guys to know like what you're paying for. Like torsos. It has all these examples on how torsos move and stuff. So yeah, I did find this book very helpful. They have like arms and movement. And I got this book on Amazon, so honestly this is a really good book and I do recommend 10 out of 10, and I'll do another overview of the book. And honestly, yeah, y'all should buy it. And then another one. So I struggle. Well, I can do perspective, but I don't think I'm the best at it. So I did buy a book about perspective, and honestly, it did help. Well, I think, my opinion, right? So they have like examples, and this is kind of like an example of like a vanishing point. So when it like starts off, well, obviously it'd start like that, and then that would be like your vanishing point. So like right here is the vanishing point. So yeah, I found this book very helpful as well. It also shows like how to make the interior, the perspective of like an interior, and how to shade. So I did find this book very valuable as well. I'll do like a close-up so you guys can see, if you guys would like to pause and like read a little bit of it. It's just so many different ways on how you can make perspective and how you can draw it, and kind of like the different techniques to use. But they have like a car, and they break it down in like easy to digest shapes. So for anybody who is a beginner, I recommend this book. I recommend this book together. And honestly, I'm starting off with the last, well, I'm keeping my favorite book for last. Oh, there's another book I read. I'll like put it here. The Artist's Way. I read, well, I have the audiobook. I don't have the physical book and I haven't finished it yet. But it's a very inspirational book to help you develop your art ideas and to stop from having like an art block. I think that book is very, very, very good to stop having like art blocks. So I do think that is a pretty good read. And I don't know, it just talks about all these things that give you inspiration, but you're stopping yourself from getting inspiration. I don't know. But I do think that is a really good book. Another book, okay. This, like, is it a children's book? I'm not exactly sure what it classifies as, but it's definitely a picture book. And guys, I bought it because I found inspiration in it. All the Colors of Life. Let me tell you, this book is good. I don't care what anyone says. This is a good book. And the reason why I say, and especially if you're like into like digital art, I just think like I love the colors and like how it's just so fun and vibrant to me. Like when I seen this, I was like, wow, I need to make this into a painting. Like I won't show you all of it because like, guys, this is a picture book, but I did buy it. Like I just think this is just so like, I really like the illustration. This is why I bought it. Let me show y'all another page that I really like. This was another page I really liked. So if you guys find any type of inspiration off of any of the photos in the book that I'm showing you, and honestly, it was kind of sad. Like it made me think about like life a little bit. Like I was like, oh my gosh, like life goes like so fast. It was kind of like sad. Like, is this a children's book? I don't know. I was a little depressed reading it. But yeah, this was like a staple to me. I love this. It's just so creative, so fun. I love it. And now my last book and the best book I've ever read. Ever. The Creative Act, A Way of Being. This is my favorite. This is my top book. Like, it's similar, like, to The Artist's Way, but, like, not exactly. Like, this also gives you extreme, like, inspiration, and it kind of, it makes me think how you give yourself limitations and how to expand from within the box. Like, don't put yourself in a box. Like, this book talks about going outside of the box and how certain things you do turns into limitations. Like the first, like one of the quotes, I can't remember the exact page, but the moment it said, as soon as you put paint to a canvas, you've limited yourself. I was so offended. I was like, why are they talking about me like that? Like, this book was like for me to be happy, and it's talking shit about me. Like, I was so upset. But it really had a point, because even when I was looking up art from like different regions of the world, it was just like people would add like little gemstones or gold, and just expanded their art and what they could create, like beyond the canvas, you know? So I was like, damn, like I need to start thinking beyond the canvas and then just on the canvas. And this is kind of what that book does for you. And it's really in any type of regards of creativity, whether it's writing, drawing, painting, ceramics, what else? Cooking. I don't know. It's just like super broad. Yes, love this book. This is like a 10 out of 10. I recommend everybody to read this. Yeah, it's definitely a good book. So, if you guys have made it this far to my video, thank you guys for watching, and let me know down below other things you'd like to see from me. Anyway, make sure you like and subscribe, and see y'all later.